Well, hey guys, hi, it is Brent Abel here, goldballhunting.com. That dude right over there, if you're on YouTube, as you can see, Bumsky, the great Jeff Jacklich, who is still in Pontiac, Michigan, finishing up the 5-month gig.
Yeah.
What's your ETD from Pontiac? Like the 1st of October, something like that?
Yeah, 1st of October, I'm heading down to Texas. I'm going to visit my sister down there for a few days. And then Friday, October 4th, I come in hot into Sacramento.
Good. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, listen, thanks for hanging out with us today. Another episode of the Gold Ball Hunting Podcast. Jeff and I are I think we're going to chat a little bit more about UMAG, about the World Cup and that stuff. Before we get into that, just a quick reminder, guys, Jeff and I are offering a free private coaching call. 10 minutes, but really they all end up being about 15. I don't know why we say 10. So we'll just keep saying it's either 10, 12, or 15, depending on how much we get yakking on the call. But it's a private call on your phone, 3 of us, and just got to bring that one thing in your game right now. It could be one of 4 categories, right? Could be stroke technique, could be tactics or strategies, mental. We got a lot of guys and gals who want to pick our brains on the mental stuff. Or it could be physical, right? Could be the fitness thing.
Yeah.
So
could be. I mean, yesterday I had a chat with a coaching call and with reverse shoulder surgery, and he's about to do the second shoulder.
Hey, say that real fast. Reverse shoulder surgery, real fast.
Reverse shoulder surgery.
All right, let's do it 5 times real fast, everybody. Reverse shoulder, forget it. Okay. Actually, I followed up. I didn't tell you. I followed up with him yesterday later in the afternoon because I wanted to make sure, because you and I had not done the call together because I was in that business conference, but I just wanted to make sure that he'd actually talked to someone, and he said he had a great conversation with you and that you gave him. And let's go ahead and start off today's little thing with that great recommendation that you gave him about once he comes back and how to start playing again.
Well, it was about choreographing the strokes.
Well,
what
he said was that you said the first balls don't use a regular tennis ball.
Oh, right.
Come back with
it was
what, the green dot?
Yeah, use the green dot, orange or red, and start off soft and easy, and let your body start to renegotiate. Because he even described, in that kind of surgery, because the deltoid is now taking the place of the rotator cuff in the reverse shoulder surgery. Well, the deltoid doesn't have the muscle memory that the other muscle was performing.
Wow.
So he said, it's really going to be interesting. And I said, okay, so we got to build new neural pathways. So I go, you're going to have to sit down and you're going to have to, in the service motion he was most concerned about, I go, so you're just going to have to choreograph it, do it in front of a mirror, make it look aesthetically pleasing. You know what a serve looks like, and I said, just start to do the motion.
Yeah.
And get it. And then, but then, we talked about working on the wall, and I said, well, definitely you want to get yourself close to the wall and start using the softer balls as you're training to get back.
I thought that was brilliant. I just thought that was great. A great recommendation. And look, when I go to Colorado in the fall, I got a guy I hit with there in Steamboat Springs. It's 6,600 plus altitude.
Right.
And we actually last year we hit several times with the green dot ball just so we could slow everything down. It was a blast. I mean,
right.
And talk about swing freedom. Oh
yeah,
my
totally.
God. And these people are watching us and we're just ripping the balls and they come off the racket. It looks like pretty good, but then they quickly slow down. Right. And it was fun. So
looking like gods among men.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, look, I don't know why we don't practice more with those balls, with that, especially with the green dot. I mean, if you're at sea level, why not practice with that ball to where you aren't concerned about the baseline over there, right? I mean, certainly, yes, we can hit the ball out, but you get this sense of really just kind of letting it go, letting it be free. I guess the one thing would be like what I see kids do on the stationary ball trainers is they go up there and they just see, how hard can I hit the stationary ball trainer? No, man, that's not what you're working on. Right. You're working on the feeling of the swing. Well, that's what I love about the green dot allows you to have that, because that fear of the ball just sailing deep is gone.
Yeah. I think too, more club players should entertain the idea too. If they're not involved in league tennis or and even if they are, if you're going out there for a Sunday match and everybody's skill set is, let's say, possibly on the decline, or the speed around the court, but you want to still enjoy the game, I'm telling you what, grab a green dot, start there, and see how many balls go back and forth over the net.
Right.
Exponentially, it's going to be so much more fun, and you're going to get the enjoyment of the game again.
Right.
And does it matter that it's not the official live ball? Absolutely not.
No.
Doesn't matter one iota.
Ooh. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Iota.
The iota's great.
So with that, so what does matter though?
Yes.
Nice segue, huh?
Yes.
What does matter?
Okay, iota. One iota that really matters.
One iota that does really matter is you're going to go play on the orange dirt in Umag.
Yeah.
And so we touched on it yesterday a little bit, and that is, so how important does the slice backhand play a role in, specifically too, in the senior tennis model of playing? How huge is that, especially on that surface? I mean, it's important on any surface, but so I'm going to just there you go.
I think we hammered that home pretty well yesterday. That look, you got to have a slice backhand. If you don't, if you're spending a ton of time on a one-handed topper, you're just wasting energy and you're wasting accuracy. And you're creating frustration. And if you're deciding that you now better go with a two-hander, I think we kind of buried that one yesterday, Jeff.
Right.
I think what I discovered last year, and it's funny, I was mentioned in yesterday's episode, one of my teammates last year, who was a teammate again this year, Jeff Moore, who's this little Australian dude, and he's just hysterical. God, you just love this guy's sense of humor. All the Aussies have got the great sense.
Right.
Well, maybe not Nick, maybe not Kyrgios, but anyway. But this guy's old school Aussie, and I mentioned yesterday that one of the great things is you can have a teammate sit on the bench with you during your match.
Right.
So that during the side changes, for me, for the first couple of days, he'd be sitting there, Mike, why don't you just hit the ball 3 or 4 times before you even? I mean, I'm sounding Southern on that, but anyway.
Southern.
I'm not
Southern Australian.
That's right. Anyway, but he was basically saying, just hit the ball 4 times before you even think about doing anything. Just 4 grounders. Right. Unless the guy throws in a super fat sitter. Just hit 4 of those little things. Well, they ended up, a lot of them being sliced backhands. Because
right.
For me, it's a pretty rare ball that comes over to my left side where I'm thinking, I wonder if I could maybe kind of approach on this bad boy right here.
Right.
Brenny, you actually had to volley that ball because you weren't sure if it was going to stay in or go out.
Yeah. Right.
So I think one of the things that really helps me is that thing. Okay, well, I'm going to count off 3 or 4, whether it's forehander backhands. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, conditioned upon nothing super short. And what it does for me, Jeff, is it sort of, I feel like every point has its own little life in terms of,
right.
I've got to kind of feel the ball again. I know, we only take 20 or 25 seconds, but it's like, I've not totally forgotten how to hit the backhand, but so.
There's an ebb and flow to it. So it does. It keeps, that methodology, keeps you in tune with paying attention to, the context of the point. It every time, you're doing your thing. It also, makes you a little more patient. So you're not anxious to overplay, and you're going to make this guy touch the ball 4 times. And is that enough sometimes for him to look for the exit first, to really dish up something, and how many balls is he just going to fly out because he just can't take it anymore?
Yeah, well, look, Jeff would be sitting there in this little kind of smug little, look when I'd sit down and, kind of like, yeah, if you want to keep making it hard on yourself, go ahead. But my suggestion is just count off, to the number 4 first. And I said, all right. So then I play 2 games, and I go 1, 2, 3. The ball didn't come back. Okay, all right, 1 point. All right, okay. 1, 2. The ball didn't come back. And and after 2 games, you come back and you've won. You've held serve and you broke serve, and you didn't do anything other than let the guy touch the ball.
Right.
And he'd sit there and say, all right, mate, you got it now? You think you got it now, mate? I go, yeah, Jeff, I got it.
Yeah.
So,
exactly. Well, I think it's just, that's so important for, players to realize that, not every opponent, even though they may be a good ball striker, understands, the development of a point, how to construct a point, even though they might be top players in their age bracket. Sometimes it's overthought. Like, you know what? Just add an extra little bit of hustle. And we're not talking about bunting 4 balls back. We're talking about using your stroke, being respectful of the work you've put in. And I'm going to have to release the stroke and release the slice, and I'm going to hit it and do, hit your best balls for sure. But at the same time, let's see where this guy is.
Well, look, and I never felt that I had to, all right, let's go 4 balls in a row right up the line and just inside the cross-court line.
We're not talking about 4 liners here.
No, I'm talking about, if you divide the court up into thirds, you can play with the outer edges of the middle third. Right.
4 big fatties.
You just brought up a good point. These are not pushing. We're just not dinking the ball back. I feel like if I get a forehand, I'm going offensively with a rally ball. Not a Rafa rally ball.
Right.
But a realistic topspin. Okay, it rolls up. Okay, by definition it's top. But do I have the 4,000 RPMs? No, I don't need them. I don't want them, right? And so that's my standard forehand, right? But I'll slide a few. I'll slide a few forehands, slices. Why not?
Yeah.
And then the backhands, I'm just going to go slice. And occasionally a certain ball will present itself where maybe it's time to kind of roll it up there with a semi-topper. But I'm not doing anything more than just counting to the number 4. And offensively doesn't mean I'm missing the net by that much and trying to just, it's just, I'm going to give this thing a ride. I'm going to be firm. I'm going after that slice, man.
Right. Anything that inflicts a little bit of pain is offense.
And why can't a little bit of pain be, oh my God, this guy, this American guy is just hit 4 groundies in a row. and the German guy.
We've never seen that. We've never seen that from that side of the pond.
No. So, anyway, so guys, look, I think that's a really, really important thing. Well, 2 things. Number 1 is, look, you gotta absolutely have a slice back in. If you're going to win some matches, whether it's singles or doubles, you have got to have a slice backhand. And look, it's not like reinventing the wheel. It's not tough. It's not brain surgery. This is not rocket science. You're probably making it way too tough on yourself. And Jeff and I think we probably know why. We're going to start telling you Monday why we think we know what you're doing on this thing that's making you go, well, maybe I should go to a 2-handed topper ripper.
Yeah.
No.
The Jim Courier to baseball swing backhand.
That's right. So, all right, listen, guys, good stuff. What else do I want to add? Anything else besides? You got anything else, or should we just go straight?
I don't know. Free coaching call.
Yeah.
Free coaching call.
That's fine. I can. So, well, guys, listen. Thanks for hanging out with us again today, and more UMAG story tomorrow. I think we got something teed up for that. But until then, look, we got a free coaching call. We want to get you on. And literally free, no charge, no strings, no gimmicks, no nothing. But, well, I guess the one condition is you got to bring just one thing that's really not working.
One thing.
One thing in your game. and let's see if we can dig in. And again, it doesn't matter. It could be technique, tactics, mental, physical, whatever it is. Let's get into it, and let's see if we can't help put you on the path to getting the result you want. Could be singles, could be and/or doubles. I don't know. You got to tell us. Go to goldballhunting.com, drop in a first name and email address, click the button. You get access to our calendar. You get to cherry pick a date and time that's best for you. If you're already on our email list, dude, it says right there on the email, free coaching call. Click the link.
Yeah.
And do the thing.
Yeah. I mean, you don't even have to dial the number. I'll do that.
That's exactly right. All you got to do is pick a date and time that works best for you. At that time, Jeff goes, "What's up? We're here."
And your phone will magically ring.
That's right. So if you're out of the US of A, we can Skype this thing. We don't need to. So we can Skype it too. So there's other ways to do it. With that said, Jeff, what would we like to find folks to do right now?
Like us, share us, please subscribe. Let us know what you think down below, and we really do. We want to hear questions. What's going on in your game? What topic haven't we covered that you want to hear about? That's something that or maybe we just done a drive-by on, and you want it a little more. You want to dive a little deeper on it. We'd love to hear. Also, if you're on iTunes and/or Stitcher, rate and review.
Boom, guys, get out there today. Help someone else have a great day. Jeff will do this again tomorrow.
Can't wait.